Hello and welcome, Rahul. And you're watching me on my Facebook page on my YouTube channel, Alpha Talks. And if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I always come with new ideas and try to show you exactly what to do in our life in order to have a better life. Because everyone craves to have a better life, but very few are able to make it. But if we have agility, if we have human brain, if we have incisiveness, then why we are not able to make a better livelihood? You know, we have to identify what are the drawbacks, what are the constraints that are keeping us from achieving new heights, better ways in our life. This is what we have to understand. We have to hone our skills, we have to make ourselves more incisive in a way that we can decipher more opportunity in an incisive way. If we can decipher everything around us, what are the constraints, what are the important things that we should inculcate in our life in order to get success. All these things are important, but one thing that I want to stress today, optimism, positivity is really important. I told you in two words, but it is not something that can be expressed in two words. I have been through those days where negativity engulfs a man. When you will have a little bit of sight, but when it will not be a deep sight, when it will be a hollow sight, then what will happen? You will think everywhere that this work will be done this way, but there are more constraints. That's why it cannot be done by me. It always comes to our mind. There is a way, when you are in negative paradigm, you will be always denying things, because of the negativity that have consumed you. You'll always deny that this cannot happen this way, this cannot happen this way, this will come. Because whenever you focus on that way work, you focus on negative aspects, negative constraints. That seems harder for you. But once you will change your mindset, when you will bring positivity, yes, what you have to do? You have to take certain time. You have to manage your time first of all. If you can manage your time a little bit and can invest more time, and you will try to solve that very problem, it can be solved. Nobody can stop you. It can be solved. All you need to do, you need to invest a little bit more time. You don't think that you have a scarcity of time. You invest your time and it will be solved. It will take 5 minutes more. First of all, for an instance, first time, second time, it will take 5 minutes more, but it will be solved. And the same will happen if you will inculcate a habit of solving each and every problem. If you will be involving yourself in solving all the problems, it will be solved. Nobody can stop you. And all I want to tell you that don't consume yourself in negativities. Don't fall in the trap of negative vibration, negative paradigm. You have to change your mindset into positive. You have to be optimistic. Then only you can solve the problems. There will be constraint. There will be some hard work, but you have to adapt. And once you will be active, taking time in and taking interest in solving each and every problem, everything will become easier for you. You won't have time. You won't have time for others to listen or to think about their bad activities, Rather, you will focus on your own work and you will not have a scarcity of time when you will be solving problems. You will be so passionate. You will be so immersed in the work that you will love to do that very work. And this is the key to success. There is a very thin line between optimism, and negative thought pattern. There is very thin line. You have to inculcate a habit of changing that. Being a pessimistic won't solve problem, but if you are becoming optimistic, you can do a lot of changes. There are certain habits that I would like to tell you. If you are inculcating your habit, you can change your trajectory altogether. First of all, be active. Try to take certain energy drink. If you feel that there is a scarcity of energy in your body, but it doesn't happen, all you need to do, you need to make your mindset so moving so freely, your thought pattern, your actions, that you don't feel any kind of inertia in your body. You have to feel being active each and every day. And once you will understand there is only a little bit difference between being active and being idle. Little bit of energy, little bit of mindset. If you inculcate, it will change altogether your life. When doesn't like God doesn't like a person who is not active, who doesn't love his work. God likes those persons who are really active, who are moving, who are animated, who are jubilant, who try to take interest in their work, who try to solve problems. So that is why I want to tell you, you have to become active, a little bit of activeness. Always you try to be eager. Whenever you get some work, try to solve that as soon as you can. Try to solve that. I don't take much more time. When I'm assigned a job, I try to do it within time. I try to solve it as quickly as possible. I don't think that if I will solve it, next work will be assigned, let it happen. But whatever work will be assigned to me, I want to do it in the minimum time that I can solve that. What happens? You achieve, you do more work. And once you will have in your mindset that I'm doing the jobs and I'm solving problem, I'm doing more work within time, you will have always eagerness to solve problems, to look into your own problems. When you will have your own daily life's problems, you will be able to solve that quite quickly. There will be work also, there will be also some kind of work at your home. You'll be solved that, you'll be able to solve that quite effectively, and nobody can stop you from doing all these things. All you need to do, you need to create certain habit, certain positivity, to change your paradigm, to change all the patterns in your life. Taking sleep of 8 hours is also essential. You don't take much more than that. 10 hours, 12 hours, you don't take such time. Try to minimize it, try to bring it to 8 hours. I'm not asking you to less than 8 hours, but at least 8 hours. When it is classified that 8 hour of sleep is better for you and it is enough for you, then why not minimize it? Why not minimize it to 8 hours? If you can understand all these little things, it can change your life altogether. These are little habits, but I'm telling you, it creates a huge impact in our life. And these are the constraints, these are the key factors that are responsible for being a successful person or being a person who is mediocre, who is living in poverty. So these are the things that you have to understand, and these are the vital things that you have to change in your life. Quickly change it. If you have certain habits, bad habits, try to change that. Being active, solving problems is a habit, and you have to inculcate that habit. It won't happen in one day, but more than 20 days is enough. If you are applying 25 to 30 days, becoming that kind of active person, you can change your trajectory altogether. All the habits can be adapted. 1 month is enough. Try to do it consistently, and consistency is the key. If you will do any work for 1,000 times, it will become so easy for you that you won't feel that you are applying any energy or any time in solving or doing that very work. So these are the charisma of having positive thoughts and positive habits. Thank you for listening to me.